We're live, pal. Welcome to
Go for the Pin Wrestling Review Show.
With your boys, Mikey Q and
King V, aka Ember Moon Knight, aka Michelle McCool Running, aka Summer Ray Charles,
Mikey Q and King V.
King V, what's going on, homie?
Give your energy and feed that vibe into the world.
Mike, you still owe me a chopped cheese.
I mean,
Go for it, kid.
pal, and yes, we really are live, pal. Welcome to Go for the Pin, episode 139. With your boys. First, I am the leg slap professor, Mikey Q, and I am joined first to my left, right.
Wow. I am King V, aka Indy Hartwell, actually. And I'm also joined by
your boy DJ Knuckles, BK, Mr. Thursday night, afternoon, evening.
Right.
Yeah,
that works. Yeah. Well, no. Oh, it ain't happening. No,
you'll get there.
Absolutely not. Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're actually gonna get there. We're in a few minutes. Thank you to everybody that is joining us right now, that's watching or listening to us. It is a special Go for the Pin. So usually we're at night. So if you're watching this on delay or if you're watching this back or whatever, we are not here. But if you're watching this right now in the afternoon, we are here. So please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share, all of that, because we're here right now. But tonight we won't be here. So if it's dark outside, we're not here. Anyway, but it's we had to do this.
You're in Japan.
Unless you're in Japan. Shout out to everybody that's in Japan and in other places that watch us. We really do appreciate you. Speaking of Japan, Sky doesn't sleep. John Rick, King of the Ring. Check it. Or is it? Hi. When do you think Roman Reigns will turn face again? This is actually a good question. It's a good question.
This is a good question.
It's a really good question. You know what? Hold that thought. Stay tuned, and thank you for joining us. Because I think we'll get there. Actually, I think we'll get there. I'm gonna actually start it so we don't forget this. Not Stardust, but Star this. So that I don't forget it.
This is how John be coming in and out of the channel.
I don't think this one is John. I don't think this one is John. I feel like I know who this person is.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. Well, then I apologize. I thought this was our good friend John or Rick or.
It might be. It might be, but it might not be. I might know who this actually is.
Cha-ching, identify yourself.
Identify yourself is crazy. All right. It's
okay,
John.
It is John. Okay, all right.
It's John. Well, John, welcome. Thank you for joining us in the afternoon. I know you're used to us coming on at night, so as Knuckles just is going crazy over there. I don't know what's happening with Knuckles. All right, let's get.
I have a question.
Do you?
I am revealing and I am acknowledging the elephant in the room. I want to know why. What's with the different names? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. The jig is up.
The jig is up.
I just want to. We appreciate you watching, and your questions are. What's the word? Multifaceted, and we appreciate that. But what's with the name? Anyway, moving on. Money in the bank.
Obviously, if you're wanted for something, please don't disclose that.
Yes, please do not say that.
But
Please.
All right, let's get to Money in the Bank.
Nothing.
We got the predictions championship was on the line. So Knuckles, did you go back and see what Bonji's
I did.
Okay, and what was the verdict?
The verdict is Bonji had the same record as you guys, 9-1.
Wow.
Everyone did amazing for Forbidden Door. I believe that was Forbidden Door, correct? Yes, everyone did amazing for Forbidden Door. So I did walk out after it being verified.
Yeah.
I did walk out as the predictions champion after Forbidden Door, but Money in the Bank is a different pay-per-view, and the championship belt is on the line again. So I said it. I said what I said.
No. I was looking at John's comment here. Oh, okay. Okay. But yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, looks like Dwayne. Okay. Wait, if you have an email, I can send you a picture of me if you want to see.
I'm good. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I believe you.
Definitely take your word for it.
All right, let's get to the matches. Let's get to Money in the Bank. Before that, also we have Jobber Slam 3, July 29th, goes down in Brooklyn, 185 Ellery Street, or I think it's actually on the other block, but if you go to 185 Ellery Street, you're there. I think they're actually promoting it as 188 Hopkins Street, I believe, but that's literally, if you've ever been to a Battle Club show, it's literally the other side, so you can get in from like either side depending on where they're doing the show at. Obviously, if it's raining, we will do it inside. That would be the 185 Ellery location. If it's outside, I think it's technically 188 Hopkins. So just keep that in mind. Tickets are available right now at brownpapertickets.com. You don't the show. It is the show of the summer. And yes, I know that SummerSlam is going down also in Detroit, but I think maybe a week later, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe a week.
Yeah.
When is summer?
Very next week.
The very next week. Okay.
All
right.
week.
So yeah. So I know it's within like a week of each other. So that'll be interesting. But yes, if you are in the New York City area or can get to the New York City area, make sure that you guys are at this show. You don't want to miss it. And full disclosure, that's one of the reasons, not necessarily that show, why we're doing this in the afternoon, because I have some Fallout business to take care of later. So, but anyway, let's get to Money in the Bank. So the show opened with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Damian Priest, Butch, LA Knight, Logan Paul, Ricochet, Santos Escobar, and Shinsuke Nakamura all competed. Hold on. By the way, my real name is John. Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, that's cool. Carlito's cool too. You know, I heard he signed a contract with WWE, but we have yet to see him back yet. Knuckles, is Veer over there? Are you worried?
I just heard. No, he left.
Where did he go? Because the damn show ain't Raw.
Listen, he go wherever he go. Don't let me know nothing about it. I don't care.
All right. Oh man, you want to talk about it?
No.
All right. Anyway.
No, don't.
Okay. Let's keep going here. Money in the Bank ladder match opened the show. I thought this was solid. There was a scary spot with Logan Paul and Ricochet. So LA Knight he pushed the ladder with Logan and Ricochet on it. I'm assuming the spot was supposed to be they both went through the table from LA pushing the ladder. However, they got tangled up in the ropes and they were able to get it together rather quickly, but then Logan landed went head first into the table. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was a scary spot.
Yeah, but luckily he's okay. Luckily Ricochet's okay. They was able to get it together really quickly, but that was crazy. But Damian Priest wins Money in the Bank. Heard a lot of people picking Damian Priest. A lot of people picked LA Knight. I said last week on the show, I just didn't think it was going to happen. I think WWE is they have that thing. Like I mentioned Matt Cardona from 2012, where if you get yourself over organically and you're not the plan, a lot of times they will not push you. And I know you guys mentioned Triple H. I'm like, well, as long as Vince is there, if LA Knight is not the guy that they're trying to push right now, he's not going to win. I knew he was going to have a good showing, and he did. And he was probably the most over in the match. But I just don't think WWE is ready to push LA Knight at that level yet. So what are some of you guys' thoughts on the match? On the winner, and let's go from there.
So the match was really well done. That spot, like you said, with Logan and Ricochet was really, really scary. It looked like when they tried to do the Spanish Fly, it kind of like he landed on his neck.
It went into it kind of sideways.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Yeah, I was like that. Somebody get him, check on him, real bad. But Damian Priest winning, I didn't have an issue with. I believe that was my dark horse. I feel like that should count, but
So we should probably explain it to everybody also, since we kind of had this conversation about this. So okay, if your dark horse won, but nobody had.
You want me to just read it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess the cloudy area was with the decisions of Money in the Bank. So the decision was made that if the dark horse won, so of course we had two choices: a winner and a dark horse. So if the had the right answer as their primary pick, your dark horse would be considered correct. Now, the only counterpoint to that is now if everybody had the dark horse right, but someone actually picked the winner as the winner, then the only person that would get the point was the person who got the primary winner correct.
Yeah, right. So, no, you cut off a little bit, but I think we got the most. I think we got most of that. So okay. How do we do on this? First, your thoughts on it, and how do we do on this on the first match here?
First of all, let me say London rivaled Puerto Rico as one of the hottest crowds for a premium live event. That London crowd was crazy.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they teased LA winning it with him actually taking the hook apart and having the briefcase in his hand, and like everybody was just ready to go crazy, and they didn't do it, obviously. I mean, it was a good match. I don't think Butch had enough in this match.
Butch!
For him to actually have been placed in it. And I'll get to that in the second Money in the Bank ladder match because I kind of saw the same thing. But overall, it was a good match. They did make the right decision, contrary to my belief, because I thought this was going to be a strike while the iron is hot situation. And with LA Knight being the hottest person on SmackDown right now, well, besides the Bloodline, I thought they would have went with him. But in retrospect, after thinking about it, Damian Priest is the correct choice. You can open more storylines with Damian winning than you can with LA winning. And I think it's come to a point where they're going to put a secondary title on LA to see what he's actually going to do. This is a workhorse situation to me. They're going to put a workhorse champ. Sit. They're going to put a workhorse title on him to see how he fares.
Yeah.
And of course, with Damian having Money in the Bank, you have the Money in the Bank story. You have the Judgment Day story. You have, who's going to be on the outs, who's going to be on the ends. It was all done very well. As far as the results are concerned, seeing that no one actually picked the actual winner, all of us had Damian Priest as dark horses. So technically, that goes as a
yeah, so technically, yes, you would get the point along with the rest of us. So yes, So yeah, we all got it right, I guess.
Right.
Right.
Even though Mike, you shouldn't get the point because you picked Logan Paul to win.
Because he was a valid choice. That's why. Yeah. So John X, are we gonna do live streams during the day from now on? Probably not.
Probably not. No.
Probably not. Even though I'm not gonna lie, like I feel more energized because it's like during the day, and then a lot of times at night it's kind of tough. But yeah, no, this is a special circumstance situation. So yeah, we still wanted to go live for you guys, and that's why we're doing it right now. John also asks, do you think Raquel will become women's champion before the end of the year, or even next year, or is she still very green? I don't think she's green, but I don't think she'll be women's champion.
Maybe next year.
Maybe. I wouldn't care either way.
There is a lot of women's wrestlers whose contracts expire this year. So pay very close attention.
Okay.
Just putting that out there in the ether. Just saying.
Okay. All right. Let's get to the next match. Tag team title match here. We have for the tag team championships, of course, we have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Speaking of Raquel, versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna.
I've been waiting. What's today? Thursday? I've been waiting 5 days for this. Go ahead, V. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, V.
Yeah.
No.
I just want to say that I want to thank capital HIM. So, the transphobe and Shayna Baszler are no longer women's tag team champions. Because Shayna basically turned face. That wasn't a heel first.
That's not
Shayna
what
turned
happened.
face.
It's not what happened. But okay, all right.
Shayna turned face. That was face turn.
Yeah, it is.
Did us all a favor.
Yeah.
Raquel showing her back, and Liv Morgan are the new women's tag team champions.
Congratulations, Liv.
Yeah, congratulations, Liv.
I was
shocked. We just had a one-on-one match for the tag titles. Okay.
No, it was like.
See, that's what we do.
Oh yeah. Liv defeated Ronda Rousey to win the tag team championships, and that's it. Liv Morgan is the tag team champions.
Just like Shayna Baszler was the tag team champion.
All right. So okay. I was shocked by this. I was really shocked by this. I was shocked and confused, but not like in a good way. I'm just like, okay, why are we doing like what? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are we going? Obviously, we're going to Shayna versus Ronda, but it's like, why now? Right? But I was thinking they was going to hold those tag team titles. They just wanted, and this goes into Mercedes and Trinity and mine. Okay, and my point of the tag team titles mean nothing. They meant nothing to Shayna, all right, because obviously she turned on. I'm talking about storyline. She turned on Ronda, didn't care about the tag team titles. It hasn't meant anything since they were created, honestly, and it's just like I can understand what Mercedes and Trinity was talking about. Because I'm gonna forget. I did hear something about Ryback, but Ryback news I usually stay out of it. And then they were saying Ryback's going to jail or something like that. I don't know. Are you guys going to the next Royal Rumble or WrestleMania? Mania, yes. Rumble, that's up in the air, but Mania, yes. We fully plan to be at WrestleMania Philly. So
yes.
Yeah,
that's correct.
But yeah, I didn't know what he's doing. But now that the report has come out that Ronda has given WWE a hard notice, okay, like a definitive date, I'm thinking SummerSlam's her last match. I'm thinking she's putting Shayna over on the way out. And that'll be it. And I told Knuckles, it's funny because I see you guys. It's funny because I had said to our group chat, I'm like, wait, so Ronda's winning, because it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, wait, so is Ronda gonna win Money in the Bank? Like, what was the point of this? But now it makes sense. Now it all makes sense. And Knuckles was actually right because he's like, no, she's not winning Money in the Bank. So, but yeah, I was really confused by the whole thing. But congratulations to Liv Morgan and Liv Morgan only. Okay. Knuckles.
Shayna turned face.
I don't think that's what happened.
She really did. She really did. Did you hear that? Did you
Really
not
cut
hear
a
the
baby
promo?
face promo on. Well, I guess to some people she did.
That's not a baby face promo. That's a shoot because we are really, really, really tired of hearing Ronda talk on the mic. We really are.
Can, yeah. Dummy, yeah.
Dummy, yeah.
Transphobe, yeah.
All right now. So Knuckles, how do we do on this match?
All four of us got this wrong.
Yeah.
And I say the four of us because I do also have Will King's results. I do also have his because he put his results on my Instagram, in my Instagram DM.
Nice.
Bonji, hello.
Man.
But yeah, the four of us got this wrong, and let me just double back. He also had LA Knight to win, but he did have Damian Priest, Dark Horse.
So would be right.
Yes, so we'll chalk one down for him. As far as the match is concerned, the only thing I didn't like about it, I know how WWE likes to give us shockers, like out of nowhere situations. The only thing I did not like is that it wasn't even in the slightest teased. Like, excuse me. Like if there had been moments in the match where Shayna kind of gave her like a side eye, or
it just
maybe like the hesitant tag in to Ronda, something like that. Then maybe it wouldn't have been like, oh, this doesn't make any sense because we saw it. We saw the possibility earlier in the match. Right. For it to just happen, and the production team almost didn't catch it. We just caught Shayna hitting Ronda in the back. Yeah. Otherwise, we wouldn't even seen it because the camera wasn't panned on them.
Well, they 50 million cameras there. They would have got a replay of it somehow. But
they got a replay somehow. But I also like how Liv and Raquel played it like they didn't see it coming, like just like shocking all on their face. I like the storytelling. I like the acting of reaction. Personally, lesbianism. Personally, I'm happy with it. I contrary to Mikey Q, I'm tired of Ronda. I've been tired of Ronda. Ronda can go and live her life as a mom and a wife and everything else, and that would be great. But I think it's about that time, and we got it, and I'm happy with it. I know V is happy with it. Very happy. But yeah, I'm good with it.
Do they pay Ronda more in WWE than UFC? Probably.
Maybe.
Probably. Yeah, probably. I know she has to work a lot more than she was in UFC, but all right. So let's keep going. So we had Gunther defeating Matt Riddle by. We had. We're live, pal. We're live, pal. We had Gunther defeating Matt Riddle by submission. If you guys are not watching on video, you have to, because this is good shit, pal.
Sorry, that was Veer's secretary. He left his jacket. Okay, moving on.
He's got to stop leaving things around there. All right. So anyway, so Gunther, I was saying, defeated Matt Riddle by submission. It was okay. It didn't really, I didn't really care because I didn't really think that Riddle was gonna win anyway. The story of this match wasn't even really the match. It was Drew McIntyre's return after. So I guess the rumors were not true of Drew leaving WWE and possibly going to AEW by the end of the year and all this other stuff. Looks like Drew's gonna hang around, and looks like we got a serious contender for the Intercontinental Championship here. What you guys think of this match? And it looks like Knuckles disagrees with my analysis of Drew there. But it's okay.
No, I'm good. I'm good. You just said serious contender. See, even they agree with me. They're like, serious contender? No, absolutely not.
No.
Hey, Knuckles, just tell her your security. That is what John said. About Veer and his secretary.
Technically, I really am. That's really like the truth. But okay. Just tell her to get. Okay, I got it.
Because you are the big dog. We'll get to the big dog later on.
Okay.
All right. So, V. Gunther, Matt Riddle.
So it was okay. It was one of those things like, okay, Riddle's not winning. He's not beating Gunther. Maybe it might be Drew. They might build Drew up for that. We don't know. But it was just like, oh, Riddle's gonna die. Okay, great.
It was good. It just never seemed like it like really got going. You know what I mean? It's weird. It wasn't bad. And now it's kind of my thoughts on a couple of the things here, like a couple of matches here. Like, it was good. It just wasn't like Gunther has a 5-star match from WrestleMania. Riddle is an incredibly great worker as well. Like, you would think it'd be really good, but it was just like, it was okay. But I know the story was Drew McIntyre. Knuckles.
Yeah, I agree with V. This really, the outcome was inevitable. This is the first time ever somebody lost a match from a chop to the foot. I'm just saying.
Did he lose to a chop? Wasn't it I thought he had like a knee bar.
He picked up his foot and he used, because he's known for the chop, obviously.
Yeah.
So he just chopping his foot, then he put him in a leg bar or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
And then won the match. Honestly, I would have liked to have seen this as a segment instead of a match. I would have liked to have seen Imperium come out and Kaiser do his spiel and Gunther saying something along the lines of, "Oh, I've beaten everyone. There's no one else. I have no competition." And then we get the Drew McIntyre return. I think that would have made more sense. Because I don't see the point of putting Riddle in there unless there was a possibility of us maybe seeing Randy. And I know that was circling around a lot before the pay-per-view.
Right.
That maybe Randy might return. And we didn't get that. So that made the match basically pointless. But other than that, it was okay. I would consider this filler at best.
Filler at best, okay.
Oh yeah, definitely consider this filler at best. Any match that I already know what the outcome is going to be filler. Unless you put on a 4+ star match. Other than that, I won't care. But as far as listen, I don't think Drew is worth it. Then came back. I don't see him being a main eventer or WWE champion anytime soon. His time was 2.
So has the time passed for Drew McIntyre? That is a very good question.
I will agree. He does have a valid point. Even though now I think the only reason why they might give Drew another push is because most of his reign came through the pandemic. There were no fans. So I think that's why
Kyle, what up, bro? See, this is the difference in having it in the afternoon. We have a lot of different people that can actually watch at this time. But yeah.
Right.
That's my bro, man. I don't think the merch link is working, bro. Wait, on Facebook or let me see. I'm gonna see. Hold on, give me a second. But yeah, go ahead, Knuckles. I'm just checking this out.
No, I was just saying that I don't think it would be.
Oh, he's right.
Oh,
It's
Yeah,
not.
it's not working. Yeah, I just tried it. It's not.
I'll look into it.
Okay.
I'll look into it.
Kai, thank you, bro. We didn't know that. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I'll look into
yeah,
it.
appreciate that.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I said, I think the only reason why they might give Drew another push is because the majority of his first push came through pandemic, and there were no fans, and there were Thunderdome and everything else like that. So I think this is maybe why they might be giving this second push. But as far as world champion is concerned,
Yeah.
no. There's...
Yeah, I mean, Drew is a 2-time WWE champion, you know, so it's like he did get that push, like you said, when there wasn't really any fans, and then when there were, like, when they did start to come back, they wound up going with like Bobby Lashley during that time period, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I think it's gonna be tough for Drew. But can he be towards the top of the card? Definitely. I think he'll be upper mid card, you know, and like they'll try to like circle him into the main event. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll be like in and out. Like he may not win the title, but he's always gonna be like one of the like guys they can go to if they need a main event guy. You know, so but yeah. All right, so we all got that one right.
Yes, y'all had
All
good
right.
the results. Yes.
All right, cool. All right, let's keep it going. So we had Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio. Now, when the men's Money in the Bank match went on first, I'm just like, okay, well, Cody ain't gonna be in it. Yeah. Hold on. John says, do you think he'll fight Roman one more time? Probably. They're both on SmackDown, right? So yeah, probably. No, Drew's on Raw, isn't he?
Yes.
Well, it won't matter anyway. Like I'm sure like neither one of them are retiring anytime soon. Now Roman might have a reduced schedule going forward, like even more so than now. But yeah, I don't think it's over for Roman and Drew. You could probably get one more Roman and Drew match. Yeah, I could see that happening. But yeah, when the Cody match went on later on in the show, I'm just like, all right, well, this ain't happening. Okay. All right, TV. I don't know what's going on over there. Okay, so Knuckles, you had said duh in response to this match. So would like to start off. Yeah, it's good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would. I didn't like this at all. This match had too much backstory and possibility for it to be a plain Jane match.
Right.
The fact that Cody went clean.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the way I would have went, but of course I work for Go for the Pin. I don't work for that. But like just the fact that we saw no Brock Lesnar, and that we didn't see that until after the fact the next night. We saw I think Dom had more to gain from winning than Cody did.
Mm-hmm.
Dom could have been pushed as a serious character because he beat a serious wrestler. He beat Cody Rhodes. So if they could have given Dom that win, then maybe some solidarity, and that might have solidified Dom as, you know, this man could actually be a primetime player.
Right.
So
not quite as in yeah. I got in trouble when I did that on the show, so I can't do that anymore. But
that's why I did not do it like they do it. I just went.
Yeah, I got in some serious trouble.
Right,
I tell
exactly.
you. Sorry, V.
But yeah. like when the 3 count hit, I was just like, what? I was literally like in shock because the match was all of like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And he won clean.
840.
Like,
yeah.
but I mean, okay. V, make it make sense for me, please. I don't get it.
What do you mean? What do you want me to?
I don't get it. Like why they would have Cody win clean like that with no Brock. We all knew Brock was going to return at some point. So why couldn't we pull the trigger on that? Even if it was after the match, you just have him win clean and then celebrate. Like, I mean, I don't get it. Like the build up to this match told us as viewers that something was going to happen. Like the build up was too strong for it to just be an 8-minute clean Cody Rhodes win.
Yeah. Well, I think it was just to get Cody and Dominic on the show, I guess. But yeah, so you mentioned Brock Lesnar, right? And then I thought about it, and as you're saying it, I'm like, logically, are we gonna fly Brock from Canada all the way to London to do something for 5 minutes when you can do it on Raw and save money on travel and hotel and all this other stuff? You know, like technically, that'd be a waste of money to have Brock come in and do that at the show, and when they could just build it up the next night. Now, from Brock's perspective, if I'm Brock Lesnar, why am I flying to London just to cost Cody Rhodes a match? I already beat Cody. Cody wants to match with me. I already beat Cody, so I'm not gonna fly all the way to London from Canada when I already don't like people. So, and I already hate flying as it is. So why am I taking? How long is the flight from Canada to London? It's got to be like 12 hours at least, right? So why am I taking that long of a flight just to work for 5 minutes? In like K-word standards, you know, I'm not going to say it here, but yeah, in K-word standards, why would I actually do that if I'm Brock Lesnar? So, but yeah, I mean, could they have done something with Brock? Yeah, sure. You know, of course they could have, but I don't mind what they did on Raw because that was surprising. Like, I like the whole, you know, Cody comes out there because I literally popped when we'll get to Seth in a second actually, but I popped when Cody came out on Raw. We can talk about Raw as we're going through the show also here, as you know, we already have been. The show started with Seth Rollins. Okay, 7 hours and 20 minutes. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Oh, a lot shorter than I thought. Looks like I gotta go to London, pal. All right. Might be the next trip. Go for the Pin London.
Hey, but we'll get there. Never mind. We might be going in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh, okay. All right. I'll actually mention that after this. But yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Cody Rhodes got a clean win over Dominic. Not mad at it. You know, Cody is still hot. Dominic's a hot heel. So I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's just it kind of was just like, all right, well, this match was kind of pointless, you know. But yeah, it was what it was. I guess how do we doing that? I think maybe Knuckles is the only one I got it right.
Probably.
No, all of us got it wrong. We all
chose Dirty Dom. Dirty Dom is crazy. They're really calling that man Dirty Dom now.
The only thing here's the problem, and I just noticed it.
Oh.
The three of us chose Dominic. Will didn't put in a prediction for Dominic versus. Oh yes, he did. I'm sorry, I just overlooked it. Like I don't know what. Will had Cody Rhodes, so he got it right.
Whoa! Uh-oh. So, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
All right. So in the next match. Oh, all right. Before we get to the next match, we had a special appearance. John Cena comes out there. I was really surprised. Like there was no report. There was no. We didn't know he was backstage, and I like that. I missed that aspect of wrestling of not knowing everything. So John comes out there. What are you doing here, John? Had one of those moments. Who said that? I feel like somebody said that. John, what are you doing here? But yeah, so John Cena comes out there and he basically says that he wants to bring WrestleMania to London. And the crowd erupts at even this like tease, this hint. Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess, and I have a couple of questions. I guess now it's easier because of the the PLE model where they can run at 3:00 in the afternoon. They're not trying to charge people $60 for a pay-per-view. And also because of the time difference, it doesn't really matter now because we have PLEs and you can air it whenever you want to. You don't have to like conform to when the pay-per-view company wants you to go on. So I think that's one of the factors in it. Is AEW a factor? And I want to bring this up to you guys because of course AEW announced Wembley Stadium. 60,000 people already bought tickets. It's on pace to like sell out as Knuckles just ran out of the room here. Is this a response to AEW running Wembley in August? Because obviously if WrestleMania is in London, if they do Wembley, they're gonna sell it out. Like that's without question. WrestleMania will sell out in London. But is this a response to AEW?
So, yes and no, right?
Okay.
No, because I feel like they were planning to go overseas anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I think them announcing it so soon or teasing it so soon would be in response to them, almost selling out Wembley. But is it a direct cause? No.
Okay, it's fair. Fair. Knuckles.
I kind of honestly think that this is a direct, knee-jerk reaction to AEW. Because AEW is running, is it All In or is it All Out?
Yes. No, they're running All In and then they're doing
All
All
In.
Out. Yeah, like
so they're doing.
First of all, that's
All
risky
In.
in itself because they're doing it, I think, within like a week of each other. So you're gonna run 2 pay-per-views, like,
right?
All right, but sorry, Knuckles.
So they're running All In at Wembley, correct?
Yes.
And cite my sources. Fightful says out of an 85,000 seat arena,
Something like that. Yeah.
I think they're at about 78,000 tickets sold.
Wow.
So yeah, I really think that WWE, contrary to what they may say that they don't pay attention, they're paying attention. But but if I think they're saying, shoot, if AEW can sit there and sell 78,000 tickets for a stadium that was way bigger than the O2 where we had Money in the Bank, and I think they said Money in the Bank sold out in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, Money in the Bank was a huge success.
Yeah, so like, why wouldn't you sit there and put it out there in the atmosphere that, hey, we might possibly be bringing our biggest show of the year to London? So I definitely think that was a knee-jerk reaction to the results that AEW are having for their All-In pay-per-view. Is it going to be crazy? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just seeing what we saw at Money in the Bank, how the crowd was, makes me anticipate what AEW's pay-per-view is going to be like, and that's 75,000 people.
Yeah.
Which would also make me look forward to, if they bring WrestleMania, then that's going to be bananas. They're going to sell out. They're going to sell out Wembley. Like, no, like, not even a question.
Yeah.
But it's exciting to think about it, though. And 7 hours and 20 minutes, that's a nap for me. I mean, I'll be done, went to sleep, and by the time I wake up, I'm in London.
You're in London, yeah. I've always wanted to go to London, so might actually have to make that happen. Yeah. All right. So Cena cuts this promo. Grayson Waller comes out there just to kind of let me up segment there. Grayson says that no, we shouldn't bring it to London. We should bring it to Australia, which I thought was funny. They called him a wanker, which is hilarious. His response was, "Trust me, I don't need to." I'm like, wow, all right, well, that was pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, the segment ended with Waller taking an AA after he attacked Cena, and that was the segment. I thought it was entertaining, and it was newsworthy. So I good segment there. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the women's Money in the Bank ladder match was next. We had Io Sky versus Bayley versus Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus versus Zelina Vega versus Zoe Stark. Okay. This match was awesome. I really enjoyed this Money in the Bank match. I thought the finish was phenomenal. Oh my goodness. I've never seen that before. And kudos to whoever came up with that finish, because I'm gonna get a list of the producers. A lot of times these do come out of who produced the match. I would venture to think it was probably Natty's husband, TJ. It's probably TJ and maybe Jason Jordan.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah, because he does agent a lot of the women's matches. So whatever, whoever came up with this, great stuff. The finish came with Bayley and Becky. That was apropos. Bayley and Becky being handcuffed together by Io after Trish and Zoe tried to handcuff Becky to the ring post. However, Becky was able to fight them off. And anybody that's done anybody in law enforcement, or anybody that's done security or anything like that, if you only cuff one hand and you're not able to cuff the other hand, you just gave that person a weapon. Okay, so you got to be very careful when you're using handcuffs, because if the person swings it and starts flanning around, that person now has a weapon. So you better be careful. And what did Becky do? She used it to her advantage. At one point, she actually hooked Bayley's. Yo, that was crazy. Oh my God, that was a great spot. This was great stuff. Great storytelling. Knuckles. Great storytelling. I know. And I don't mean Taz's son. This was great. This was
absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am not a hooker. I am not.
I'm leaving.
Oh my God!
That's what they call his fans, though.
Yes,
hookers. Okay.
I've seen people in the audience with signs saying "I'm a hooker," which is hilarious. All right. Oh man, what you doing in your personal time is your. All right. Anyway, so the end of this match was great. The whole match was great. Io Sky, pull it together, Knuckles. Io Sky won. She is Miss Money in the Bank. No problem with this. I know the sentimental favorite was Zelina Vega. I didn't see it happening, just because I'm like, WWE's already given her a title opportunity at a pay-per-view. I think, unfortunately, guys, I think the Zelina push is over for right now. As far as like being a contender for the women's championship, I don't see where she would fit in there at this point, because you still have Bianca, right? You still have Charlotte. Asuka's champion. Now Io's Miss Money in the Bank. You have the stuff going on with Bayley and Io. We'll see what happens with. I don't see how Zelina fits into this right now, but I would have loved for Zelina to win though. But I just didn't see it happening. Yes, we are live, pal. Special start time here. What is it, like 12 o'clock on the West Coast? But yeah, Ray, we are live, pal. So maybe we don't have to rebroadcast. Maybe we could just have this. All of our people are here. I'm surprisrised. Shout out to Will, shout out to Bonji and everything.
What's up?
Word, Mitchell. Yeah, Mitchell. All right. This match was great. I'm done. Go ahead, V.
Yeah. Hi, I was right. So yeah, I really didn't have any issue with this match.
Mm-mm.
I really liked the code red. Um,
Oh my god.
to off of the ladder.
It
That was
was
a
more of a
really,
sunset flip
really.
bomb, but all right,
Ooh.
we can call
I
it a code
mean,
red.
I mean, technically that's what it is, but you
No,
know,
yeah, technically it's a sunset flip bomb, but they call Jesus Christ, like Zoe Stark's head almost got like
Yeah.
destroyed.
Decapitated.
Yeah.
yeah,
That
that's
was
like, ooh,
that was.
she died on her.
But yes, it was technically a sunset flip bomb. But yeah, code red, code red.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, yeah,
that's what it was. Code red. If she'd
Yeah,
have hit her head
yeah,
on that,
yeah,
been
yeah,
code red.
yeah.
Like SmackDown versus Raw, head and the red.
Oh man,
but yeah,
yeah,
there was some cool spots.
it was.
Trish really looked good out there.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, everybody did a
45
good
years
job.
old, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was great. So how did Knuckles? What did you think, and how do we do on this match?
I thought it was great. I thought the way EO won was very apropos to the story.
Yeah,
With Bailey basically costing her the first time. Here's the thing. This is why. And if you don't like this type of stuff in wrestling, then just don't watch. I loved when Bailey took over the ladder. I
yes.
loved Wade Barrett's reaction. Wade was just like, "There is no way Bailey could have known that was EO on top of the ladder." I was
Oh
just like,
man.
tell the story, sir. Just go
Yeah.
ahead. Just go
Oh
ahead and do what
man.
you're supposed to do. I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and give flowers to Trish. As much as I like Trish, listen, taking that bump on that ladder, taking that manhandle slam on that ladder
Oh, geez.
at 45.
Ow. Yeah. Ow.
I
I feel
got
it in my back.
I have to salute you, Trish. I'm 41 and I'm not doing that at 25. So
Right.
so for you to take that bump, kudos to you. It's like you all already mentioned, Zoe Stark taking that code red. That was maybe about 3 or 4 inches away from disaster.
Yeah.
Very scary. So kudos to everyone in this match. Io Sky is Miss Money in the Bank. I think her story
She broke her
of where
face.
she goes. Oh yeah, Trish did break her nose. I forgot about that.
Again. Well, yeah. Yeah, this is flashbacks to 04. But yeah,
but
the
listen,
nostalgia, yo,
the mask.
the nostalgia of Trish and the mask again. Oh my god.
Yes, absolutely.
I love it.
Love it. And that led to the Monday Night Football promo on Raw.
Oh, wait, maybe. You ready for some wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's good TV. That's good TV, pal.
Yeah, I bet it was. That's why he's in the trouble he's in now. All right, but yeah, go ahead.
But okay, yeah. So Io wins. As far as predictions are concerned, this got a little tricky for me. I was completely eliminated from the process because I chose Trish to win, and I had Zelina as my dark horse. So I got neither one of them right. Will pick Zelina Vega to win, but had Io Sky as the dark horse. So technically, he would have been correct until Mike and King V actually got the winner correct in Io Sky. So their dark horses really didn't matter. I mean, if you want to know, Mike had Trish as his dark horse, and King V has Zelina as his dark horse. So sorry, Will, the dark horse cancels out for you because Mike and King V actually had the correct answer for Io Sky. So big ups to you guys for getting that correct. Not really, but yeah.
No. Like, but that's what. Oh man!
No,
these prediction championships matches are I tell you, it's intense. All right.
Yes.
Leave Samantha alone. She's entitled to mistakes as well. Okay.
Oh,
yes, some people
yeah.
pointed out that she mentioned that Bailey was representing the Judgment Day,
Judgment
which
Day.
is definitely not correct. But and she said it with so much conviction. Representing the Judgment Day. Yes. I'm like, oh my God, what is happening?
Maybe it's because Twitter is saying that Samantha Urban is just enthralled by Rhea Ripley right now.
Wait, say it again.
I said maybe it's because Twitter is saying that Samantha Urban is enthralled by Rhea Ripley right now.
Yeah, they've been doing some things at live events that I saw.
Yeah.
Was really fun. I don't know if
she was like,
you've seen it, but
Rhea at a house event was like messing with Samantha, like waving at her and everything, and like
flirting, flirting.
And like somebody put the camera on Samantha, and they were like, Samantha, what do you think about that? Samantha's like,
yeah. I'm with all that. All right, but yeah.
The action.
All right.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
No, that's one. Give me another.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Water. Whoa. Yeah, who's throwing your cups of water, sir?
Oh man. Wow. Sure, it certainly wasn't Mark Eaton who was throwing Austin all of those beers back in the day. Shout out to Mark Eaton, the timekeeper.
Mine is like Thor's hammer, just comes at me like that.
What is happening? Oh man. All right, let's keep. Don't.
What was that? What was that? Wait a minute. God dog it.
If you get it, you get it. I'm not reading it, but if you get it, you get it.
Oh, all right.
All right, let's keep going here.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. We had Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. Again, another match that on paper should have been like amazing, but I don't feel like it ever really got going. It wasn't bad. It just maybe my expectations were a little too high, but it just like it didn't feel like it was like going. So but nonetheless,
so it fell short for you.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. But I don't want to say like it was bad. It wasn't bad. I just don't think that I think it fell short. Rollins defeated not Seth. Rollins defeated Finn Balor to retain the World Heavyweight Championship after Damian Priest came out there and stood up, which caused Finn to look over at Priest, got distracted. Are you reading the Book of Hobbes, sir?
No, I'm reading the story.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
so the Book of Hobbes. Shut up.
Oh man. All right, but yeah, all right. So, what was I saying? Yeah, this caused Finn to get distracted. Couldn't hit the coup de grace. Rollins was able to hit the stomp. 1, 2, 3. Seth is still your World Heavyweight Champion. And then we saw on Raw they did Rollins and was it Dominic? Rollins and Dominic. Judgment Day got involved. Priest tease coming out to cash in, and
no, he was going to.
Finn messed it up.
He had it in his hand, getting in the ring to cash in, and Finn came out.
Yeah, Rollins being Rollins. I love that Rollins, by technical stance, is still a babyface, but he kind of snuck away like the old heel Rollins would do. Like, yeah, I still got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I like that. I like that aspect of Rollins' character, that he's still kind of a heel in a sense. Like, of course, he's a big baby face to the crowd and everything like that, but he still has like those little intricacies that's like, you know. But all right, What you guys think of this match?
Beavis just then.
Huh?
I thought you had turned into Beavis just then. You were like, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
V, what do you think? Because I have something to say, but I want to hear your opinion.
So this was one of those matches where I was just like, okay, I know it's gonna be good,
Mm-hmm.
but because of that, I really personally didn't have much interest
Mm-hmm.
because kinda knew that Finn wasn't gonna win. Didn't mean to rhyme there.
See what you did there.
So it wasn't intentional. So it wasn't one of those things where I was like waiting with bated breath for it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, sure. It was good for what it was, considering who was in it. So
Yeah. I agree. Knuckles.
Darren, you said exactly what I was going to say. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't. I thought like both of you said. I think this match fell a little bit short.
Yeah.
I do like the storytelling with Damian Priest though, and I think that is what a lot of people were looking forward to. Would Damian Priest insert himself into this match? And he did. Now, let's be honest, people of Earth, humanoids, ladies and gentlemen, those who are
Humanoids is great.
In a alternate universe, let me just ask you guys. In an alternate universe, if you were Finn Balor and you're in a world title match, and you're on the top rope about to give your finishing move.
Yeah. I know where you're going.
Are you really giving a damn about what's going on the outside of the ring? This was about as bad as him taking 45 seconds to jump off the top rope on Roman Reigns, only for the rope to get cut.
Oh man, yes, I do remember that.
Listen, Finn, that's strike 2. Next time, just jump. Just jump.
Just jump.
Even Steve Harvey said, just jump.
Wow.
Just jump.
Oh man.
Jump. That's the only
where we
thing,
going here? I don't know. I just I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't.
No.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. But I don't want that to be taken the wrong way.
No. Yeah. Okay. To clarify, Steve Harvey said something about you. Something like, you'll never be successful if you don't take the chances.
Oh, okay. That I can.
Yeah, that means just jump.
Got it. All right. I just want to clarify because
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. No suicide, nothing like that. No.
Yeah.
Way against that. But yeah, that's the only part I didn't like is that Finn was so distracted by Damian Priest, who was sitting over there by Samantha. Like, right. That's exactly what I said. I said, why are you sitting there being distracted? See, the dogs
You're distracted by the wrong thing.
My dogs get it. My dogs get it. Like, why are you being so distracted? See, they're trying to comment on the show. I get it.
Yeah.
I got you. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. Like, he was so distracted by something that was going on, not even close to the room.
I think it was more so like, I think it's more so that he was distracted because it was Priest, and Priest had that briefcase, and they've already had their own like issues in the past few weeks. So maybe in the back of Finn's mind, I'm trying to make sense of this here, guys. Maybe in the back of Finn's mind, he's like, wait, is Damien? No, you're not going to. No way. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those type of things. Like, would you really do this to me? Yeah.
I get it.
So maybe
but earlier in the match when Damien first walked down, he distracted Seth and Finn got a roll up.
Yeah.
Or he either got a roll up or he got that drop kick into the corner. It was one of those. So he helped Finn get the upper hand.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
That is correct.
How did we do in this match?
We all had Seth.
Yeah, well, I mean, because Finn Balor wasn't winning the title there. I know there was a couple of people that was mentioning, well, what if Finn wins and then Priest cashes in on Finn? It's not a bad theory, but I just didn't see it happening.
It would eliminate the build up to the story.
Yeah, exactly. You have a whole like you said, a whole story behind the song.
Right.
So Ray says the same way you enter a relationship, friendship, or partnership is usually the same way it ends. He's talking about with Finn Balor. Huh. Interesting. I do think that Finn will be kicked out of the Judgment Day rather soon. And I think Knuckles might have pointed out maybe JD McDonough. I think you were the one that pointed that out. So I could see that happening. So yeah, I think you guys are onto something here. All right. Let's keep going. We are at the main event, and I will actually talk about John's comment that he left an hour ago. So the Usos versus the Bloodline of Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa with Paul Heyman. It was the Bloodline Civil War Tag Team main event match. Smash got a lot of time. It went over 30 minutes.
Went over 40 minutes.
Went over 40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think right over 40. It might have been 40 or 41 minutes. They got a lot of time.
Well, Wikipedia is listing it at 32. Are we listing entrances as well, like, or without entrances?
Oh, maybe.
Without entrances, it's about 32. 32:10 is what I'm seeing here.
Yeah. And Roman takes all of 15 minutes to get to the ring. So yeah.
It's true. It's longer than the Undertaker's entrance. All right. All right. This was all about the story. Okay, we lost V. There he is. There he is. I don't know what just happened, but yeah, V's back. All right. So this was all about the storyline. It's all about the story and everything like that. This really got kicked in the next gear when referee Dan Engler, aka Rudy Charles from TNA, got knocked out. Oh, big surprise! Ref bump in a Bloodline match. What's wrong, Knuckles?
Wow, that just hit me. Holy crap!
What? That's Rudy Charles? Yeah,
yes,
Rudy, yeah.
Yes.
Rudy Charles.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
I'm such an idiot. Wow. Okay, go ahead.
But the funny thing is his real name is Dan Engler. Instead, like Rudy Charles was a gimmick name. That's funny. Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm like, who's Dan Engler? But I guess that is his actual name. All right. Wow. Dan takes a bump. We get a false finish because the Usos hit the 1D on Roman. No referee, of course. Roman and Sikoa did a spear Samoan spike combo onto, was it Jay? One of the Usos. Cool
Jimmy,
spot. The Jimmy, cool spot there. I've never said that was cool. That was really cool. They should, if they're gonna be a tag team for a little bit, which I don't think they will be, but if they're a tag team for a little bit, I could definitely see that being their finish. Like that was awesome. Let's just cut to the chase. The big news of this match: Jey Uso pins Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns' first pinfall loss since 2019 to Baron Corbin. I was surprised. I really was surprised that they did it. I know a lot of people had pointed out Knuckles. I know a lot of people had pointed out that. Oh wait, Ray says no, it was Jay, not Jimmy. They stacked Jimmy.
Oh, he's right.
I love that callback too. I love that callback from Bryan Danielson and Edge, where what he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna stack him and then I'm gonna pin him,
smash him, stack him, pin him, and win."
Yeah. I love that. I love that callback.
There's another callback too.
Oh,
I do too. You're absolutely right. No, I'm gonna go back to what you just said. I thought the stack was the finish too. I'm not even gonna hold
Yeah,
I really thought the match was going to end right there.
they got me.
But
They got me.
yeah.
I'm like, oh
They
man,
probably
Roman's
get kicked out.
about to pin both of his cousins.
But
Yeah.
I'll mention my callback when you finish.
Okay, I know what you're talking about, so I'm not gonna mention it. But yeah, overall, it was the last like five to like 8. Ray just ruined it for you. But yeah, the last like 5 to the last like 5 to 10 minutes of the match was Ray said my bad. I mentioned it. It's all good. It was really intense, and I love this. I love this. And I also, speaking of love, a couple of people have pointed out that Roman said "I love you" to Jay as Jay was pinning him, which was cool. I actually missed that live, but a couple of people had pointed that out, so that's actually pretty cool.
It happened so quick.
Yeah, Roman's a pro, so of course, but yeah. All right. Let me hear it, guys. V? Now we both say
Because I'm literally just basking in the glory.
Keith Lee walked in or something?
The drama, the acting.
He's gonna say it.
The theater.
Yeah!
All right.
Holy shit.
Oh, man.
That was awesome. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
All right. Sorry, B.
Overall,
Go for the pin.
Hey, whoa.
Go
For the pin. Whoa. Knuckles has been working on that for 5 days. Yeah, go ahead.
I am way too on this cloud going down Snake Way.
Oh man.
But yeah, overall this match was really good. It was really the theater. That's really all I got. Like it was just well done. Like this might be one of the greatest wrestling storylines of all time.
I agree.
Of all time, hands down.
Agreed. Knuckles.
No disagreement here. Matter of fact, I will shout out to Java Tears podcast because I was watching Ben before we came on.
Yeah,
they were also having the same discussion on if this is the greatest storyline of all time. They were comparing it to Austin Vince, and I commented I think this is better than Austin Vince because Austin Vince took years, yes, but the main protagonists and antagonists in this were Austin and Vince.
Yeah.
In this storyline, you have Roman, you have the Usos, you have Solo, you have Paul, and then you go into the minor players. KO, Sami Zayn, first of all.
Well, Sammy's not a minor player. He was a huge part of
Sammy was a huge part of this.
Yeah.
Sammy, KO, Daniel Bryan, Edge.
Yeah.
You have who else? Run some other people off for me. Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes,
Seth Rollins.
All of these people that have been within this story that Roman faced. Even
McIntyre.
before that, McIntyre, The New Day. You have let's talk about tag teams now. The New Day. You have the Brawling Brutes. You have
Street Profits.
Street Profits. Street Profits and Usos had 3 incredible matches.
Yeah, with one of them being like amazing. Like there was, I remember there was one Street Profits Uso match that was like, whoa. It wasn't the SummerSlam match. I think it was the match before that one. But yeah,
I know what you're talking about. I just can't pick up the pay-per-view right now. But
yeah,
all of these people that we just mentioned had a role, whether how small or how big, in the production and the gradual buildup of the Bloodline storyline. That's why I think it's better than Austin and Vince. But to go back to the match. It was so many little hidden things in this match that, like, if you really aren't invested in this storyline, you'll miss it.
Yeah,
you'll absolutely miss it. That's why I said a few weeks ago, I said go back and watch that video on YouTube. It's like 2 hours long, the history and the buildup of the bloodline. Go back and watch it. Now, I'm going to go to the pinfall that eventually led to the end of the match. Roman spears Jay.
Yeah.
And Jay kicks out. Now let's go back 3 years.
Oh, Mitchell
Night
Clark
of Champions. What's up, Mitchell? Let's go back 3 years. Night of Champions 2020. How does Roman win? By kicking out and hitting a low blow simultaneously.
Yes.
That's the callback. That's the callback that Ray wouldn't let me have. So I'm gonna go ahead.
Poor Ray.
But yeah, Jay hits the low blow on Roman.
Yeah.
And I mean, and before then, let's talk about Solo having Jimmy on the table, Solo jumping and missing, which takes him out of the match, which basically leaves Roman by himself. Let's also, and I don't mean to be long, I'm just saying there's so much in this match that if you don't see, and if you're not paying attention, you'll miss.
Yeah.
What about the look on Solo's face when they kicked out of the stat pin?
Yeah.
The look on Solo's face is like, and then the way he looks at Roman.
Yeah.
And then like Roman doing his whole selling tremendously, by the way. Then
Roman's incredible.
Solo looks at Roman and it's like, and there's snaps or whatever. Let's go all the way back to the beginning of the match when Roman demands the tag. Solo's like,
yeah.
There's so many things in this match that just sends you into a whirlwind of emotions. So this match is 11 stars for me. I loved every minute of it. I will go ahead and toot my own horn because I knew Roman was getting pinned. I called it. You did at the beginning of the show, and a certain person on your screen to my left, to my right, said I was crazy for thinking that, and I think he said verbatim, he's like, all of y'all sitting here waiting for Roman to get pinned, it's not gonna happen. It happened. It happened. I saw it. I knew it. This was the time.
I can admit when I was wrong.
I was wrong. For it to happen. This was the time for it to happen. WWE played this perfectly. If anybody was to pin Roman Reigns, it had to be Jay.
Which also is a callback to the first person that ever pinned Jay in WWE. It was Jay back in the Shield days. So, but this history repeat itself because I saw something that said, well, Jay was the first. You know who was the second one? Cody Rhodes. Look it up. It's there. Cody Rhodes is the second person to pin Roman Reigns after Jay on Roman's original run.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about in that tag match with his brother?
It was a tag team match. Yeah, it was a tag match.
I thought Seth took that pin.
No, it was Roman. I'm gonna double check, but I saw a couple of people that had kept put it up there. I'm gonna double check though, but
they're right.
It was Cody, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's Cody. Okay,
so
just making sure. It was Cody.
It was Roman took that pin against Cody, and I guess it was Goldust at that point. That was Roman took that pin.
Was it Goldust?
It was him and his brother. They won the tag titles off the Shield.
So then, yeah. Yes. Yes, it was Roman. Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. All this time I thought it was Seth. Okay. Well, I mean, make the point even more clear.
That would be something. Okay, let's just get to a couple of things here. So, John X and Arago, when do you think Roman Reigns will turn? Wait, when do you think Roman Reigns will turn face again? I think they're already in the process of doing that. I feel like this whole bloodline demise will eventually lead to Roman Reigns being like the biggest face in the company. I think that the fans respect Roman so much for what's happened with the bloodline and bringing his whole family along with him, along with everybody else. And I think that this will inevitably turn Roman Reigns into one of the biggest baby faces in the company. I think that that was the plan all along. I think this whole bloodline. See, so everybody thinks that it's like to get Jay. Not everybody. I shouldn't say everybody. But a lot of people think that this whole storyline was to get Jay, more so Jay, because I was gonna say Jay and Jimmy, but more so Jay to like world title level, and I don't think that's what this story was about. I think it was more so about Roman and getting Roman to where they wanted Roman to be for the last 10 years. And I think it's finally happening where the fans now respect Roman enough that when he does turn babyface, he will be the biggest babyface in the company. After he loses, you got to lose everything to start rebuilding yourself. And I think they're already in that process now of Roman losing everything, which brings me to Ray's comment or question. What do you think will be the next story WWE puts together? It's hard to tell. This storyline is said to end at WrestleMania, with Roman supposedly losing both championships, or three, I guess all three, right? At this point, but yeah. Go ahead, Knuckles.
I don't know, and honestly, I don't know. I don't know if V can vouch for me here, but what WWE has kind of painted themselves into a corner. They have absolutely blown the wrestling world away. Pause again. With
It's okay,
this.
Knuckles.
Okay.
There's not gonna. Okay. Go ahead.
They have absolutely revolutionized storytelling with this bloodline story. This is, and I can say without hesitation that this is probably the greatest storyline in the last 30 to 40 years of wrestling.
Easily.
And it's lasted 3 years.
Yeah.
Let's keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. When we're talking about professional wrestling and we're talking about writing and booking and storytelling. It is not the easiest thing to keep the wrestling world intrigued for 3 years.
No. Yeah. No.
And they have successfully done it. So as far as what the next storyline is going to be, WWE is going to have to put some extreme thought into it because they have set the bar extremely high with the bloodline storyline. So I don't know what it's going to be. If it ends at WrestleMania 40, the three of us will be there to see it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. This is a difficult thing to, and I really don't think they thought about it. Like when you have to move on from this bloodline storyline, then what?
Yeah.
It's very, very difficult, and I don't envy them at all. But V, what do you think? I put that out there for you. What do you think?
I can't even say what's next.
Yeah.
They've done so much with this, and the next story has to be done well. It doesn't have to be as long as this one was, but it would be nice to see, a tag team get a story like this,
Yeah.
or that finally get that women's storyline that
Oh yes, absolutely.
blasts through the ceiling. You know, we can argue and say Bianca, which is pretty damn close.
Yeah.
You can argue and say Becky, which is pretty damn close. But
Yeah.
We never really got that full storyline from a tag team or from a female perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to do something like that, if they really want to bring people in and put more asses in seats,
Yeah.
do something like that. Because that storyline with the bloodline has been flaw free from beginning And
Absolutely.
Well, it'd be interesting to see what they wound up doing after the Bloodline storyline ends. It's gonna be tough. I mean, look, people get hot, right? So you never know who may get hot and what story may get hot. What the people and what the fans are gonna care about. I mean, and I have to say, like, WWE having such great business right now, I think it is a direct reflection on the Bloodline storyline. When you have things or people or individuals that fans care about and they want to spend money on, that's when your attendance starts rising. WWE shows have been sold out lately. Now, granted, I will say this, right? A lot of the buildings they are running, like the Garden, right? The Garden holds 20,000 people, but they're setting it up for, like, I think 13,000 for SmackDown tomorrow night here in New York. They're pretty much sold out of all of those tickets. Now, technically speaking, the building isn't full, but for the amount of tickets that they are putting on sale, they are selling all of those tickets. So technically, yes, it is a sellout. So WWE has been selling out all of their shows lately, and it has to be a direct reflection, not just on the Bloodline, but I think the general consensus of the people right now is that, okay, this is a enjoyable product. I will spend money to go to take my wife, to take my husband, to take my kids to this show. And it shows, like I said, in attendance. Ratings haven't really been, the best, but nobody's really getting ratings like that. And they've been steady, at least. Like, that's all WWE can ask for. They've been steady. And when Roman Reigns and the Bloodline storyline is at the forefront, ratings have gone up. So it's gonna be hard, because once you lose this whole Bloodline storyline, I think there will be a decrease, because unless somebody gets hot, like V said, unless you have the women's division get hot again, or unless you have, I don't know. I don't know. The question was posed, what's the next story? I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know where you go from here. But for WWE's sake, I hope they have a plan.
Right.
So nonetheless, that was Money in the Bank. How do we do on this prediction, Knuckles? I think I know already. But
Mike, you and I really got so enthralled in this discussion, I forgot there was results over here. Mike and Will picked Roman and Solo, so they got it wrong. V, I'm not going to do you like Mike would, because you had the Usos via disqualification, so I'm still going to count that, even though Mike would have been like, "Oh, you said DQ."
No, it counts. It
counts. It counts.
Yeah.
Me and you had the Usos winning, so me and you were the only two that got that right, and
wow,
that would complete the predictions.
Which means
okay. I'm sorry.
okay.
Which means we have a unanimous winner. We have a 3-way tie for second at 4-3 between myself, Will, and Mike.
Oh man,
which would make again myself a transitional champion, but I don't. But I'm okay with that, because honestly, this one was a little bit more difficult than Forbidden Door.
Yeah,
let's be honest. This pay-per-view was a little bit more difficult to predict than Forbidden Door. So the fact that at Forbidden Door we all had like phenomenal predictions. I mean, the two of you guys went 9-1. I went 10-0.
Crazy.
Bonji went 9-1. It was because we kind of had it figured out who was going to win these matches. They were basically predetermined when they were announced. But having said that, King V at 5-2 with the only ones. The ones she got wrong, everybody got wrong. Or the ones he got wrong, everybody got wrong.
Yeah.
The Shayna Baszler match, all of us got that wrong. the dominant match. All of us got that wrong.
Yeah.
He got every other match right. Like right.
Congratulations, V.
Congratulations,
And
V.
new.
Again.
Oh man, you guys are trading the title more than the TNT Championship. I can't keep up, but yeah, this is crazy.
Again, your go for the pin.
Congratulations, V. And I forgot to mention this last week. So shout out to Brian on Instagram and Twitter. I'm trying to get his full Instagram name. He put out a poster during the month of June, and I'll leave it there. And our very own King V was featured on there. Very.
Oh, I didn't. You know what? I think
I'll let you say it. But
it was for Pride Month.
It's for Pride Month, yes. And our very own King V is featured on there. I thought I put it up here. Hold on. This might be from...
I think I did see that.
Wait, is this no, this isn't the new one. I put it out there, guys. I didn't. Wait, this might be the old one. Sorry, guys. So give me 1 second because I really don't remember which one this is. This is the old one. All right, give me 1 second.
I was just about to say, V, weren't you on another poster? I thought I remembered you.
King V's that guy. He's out here. You know what I mean? Like on all of the posters.
These legendary streets.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get this poster.
Y'all are dragging it.
No, it's okay. Take your flowers. We like the flowers.
Take your flowers.
You know what
please.
I'm saying? Take your flowers. All right, take your flowers. It's all good.
It's a recession. Flowers are expensive.
Who you telling? Who you telling? Sheesh. Right. You ain't never lied.
Right.
You ain't never lied.
Yes, you're gonna take these credits and like it.
All right, so Knuckles, sorry.
Sorry, it's all good.
All right, so if you look at top left here, our very own King V is featured right there. So yes, top left. Oh God, where
is V the one next to the guy with the top hat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I got you.
That's our very own King V. I can't even get back to the show now. Okay, there we go. All right, let's some great talent on here. I mean, like you got Caleb Braxton on here. Like, I'm looking at is that Faye? Faye Jackson's up here.
Okay, there we go.
We have. I'm just looking at some of the names we had. Hold on. I can barely see it. But yeah, if you guys just check out
is that
Veda Scott's up there
down? Is that what's the name? Bottom right.
Bottom right.
The second one. The second one from the end. Is that buddy from AEW?
Which hold on. I gotta actually like zoom in. Give me a second.
What's his name? The dude, the guy that was
we are live.
The guy that was with Jade for a minute. The attorney guy.
Oh, Mark Sterling.
Yeah,
no, I don't think
him?
so. Nah.
Oh.
I don't think Mark is. Yeah, no.
I don't know.
No, I'm just saying. I don't think. But yes, congratulations to King V. And everybody that is on this poster. And everybody and people that weren't mentioned on this poster. There's like a great community out there, and I'll just leave it at that. All right, so let's move. Yeah, sorry, Knuckles, you're back. You're back, pal. We're live.
I can move back now. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Mitchell Clark asked us what made us do this early. Just prior engagements later on at night would have been. It's my fault, guys. Sorry. If I was WWE, I would utilize the women's division better because the women's division was the WWE's biggest part of business in 2018 to 2020, split between the four horsewomen. Yeah. I agree. I mean, I overall I would use everybody better that's in the company. Like besides the Bloodline and the Judgment Day storyline, you don't really have too much more going on there at this point. That's actually intriguing. But yeah, I mean that's one of the arguments of like Attitude Era that like it didn't matter if he was opening card or if he was main event, like people cared about you. You know what I'm saying? They cared about what you was doing. Which, it's kind of different now.
Right.
Give me a second. A shout out to King V for the future. Definitely. We love you, V. Ray says you can get a cheap bouquet for $25. Where? Not LA. I know you're not talking about LA.
You know where?
Shayna. Mitchell says
it's
push
real
Shayna.
life.
Oh man. I think they will after this Ronda situation. Yeah, I think they will push Shayna. That's what Mitchell said.
We
All right,
didn't
so
rate the show.
said it again.
We didn't rate the show.
Oh, we didn't. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Ooh.
All right. A couple of the matches fell short, but I feel like the crowd made up for it. I feel like the Money in the Bank matches themselves were great. And I thought the main event was phenomenal. Even though the undercard, it wasn't bad. Even though the undercard, didn't really live up to everything for me, I'm still gonna give the show a near fall. I thought the matches that mattered really delivered. So yeah, I'm giving the show a near fall. Ray says near fall from him as well.
Yeah, leave it up there for me.
Okay. V?
I'm gonna do it.
Eyes on.
I'm giving it a 3 count.
Oh, look at that. Whoa. Okay. All right.
Wow.
All right.
That is like the first 3 count I've seen.
Not ever. No, don't do that.
No, not ever. I mean, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. Wow.
Okay, some good ratings for this show.
Listen, folks, if you get a 3 count from V, you're doing something.
I got a little worried and a little closer to.
I enjoyed it. Fully.
No, it was a good show. It was
Very good show.
Yeah, damn, it's hard to get a 3 count out of V. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. No. Oh, all right. Well, dummy, no. LA Knight thought he was gonna win. Dummy, no. All right.
That's what Damian Priest said. Like,
Yeah.
Dummy, no.
As he's dropping him, dummy, dummy. Oh man. All right. What do you guys give Raw? We already kind of covered Monday Night Raw as we was talking.
Raw was actually fun to watch. I'll give it a near fall.
Wow. If you enjoyed wrestling this week, that's a good thing.
I did. I did.
That's a good thing. Okay. I liked it. I liked the whole. Basically, it was the Judgment Day storyline. That's pretty much what was featured throughout the show. Natty got a lengthy match with Rhea Ripley finally.
Yes, and
had
a good showing.
Yes. Anything else you want to address? Drew McIntyre and Gunther. They had their segment. Well, not segment. I think Drew came out there after to make the save.
Yes.
Knuckles, what's your thoughts on LA Knight not winning?
Excuse me. Well, Mitchell, I mentioned it earlier when we were talking about the match, but I'll give you synopsis very brief. I'm so sorry, guys. In the beginning, I wanted LA Knight to win, but in retrospect, once you sit there and watch the paper, then this is the right decision, based upon the fact that multiple storylines and there could be multiple directions you go with Damian winning. as if LA Knight won, it would just be because he's white hot right now and he'd only have one direction, and that would be to go straight for the title. Whereas Damian Priest, him having the cash, the money in the bank, could go separate directions. How does Finn play in? Who's leaving Judgment Day? Is there going to be a turn? Is one person is Rhea and Dawn going to side with one more than the other? Where does JD McDonough come in at? So it was the right decision. It might have not have been the popular decision, but everything that's popular ain't right. So that's how I feel.
Ray says Raw gets a 1 count from me. Wow. Okay.
Ray,
I enjoyed Raw. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I'll get it near for. Why not? I enjoyed Raw.
Ray, why must you? Lord. Father, help your children. Don't let them fall by the side.
All right.
Teach them to love Monday Night Raw and WWE, and heaven might find a place.
Did anybody watch NXT? Let's try to. We're gonna get out of here. Actually, it's already 4. Yeah, let's get ready to get out of here. Anybody watching NXT?
NXT Underground.
NXT was pretty cool. I'll give it a near fall, honestly.
Okay. Is there anything that you wanted to? Yeah, Knuckles is like, yo, this is a record. A 3 count for the pay-per-view, and then 2 near falls.
2 near falls.
I can't rate it. I didn't watch the show yet. I'm gonna actually check it out. But any call outs from NXT? I know there was a loser leaves town match, right? Or
Yeah, it was a loser leaves match. It was just really good.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody. I don't know. I really enjoyed wrestling. I don't know.
Not me. I'm just, Ray says I give Raw 1 count while Rhea and Natty and Seth and the Seth parts were entertaining. It was 6 segments in 3 hours.
In 3 hours.
Oh man. All right. Well, 6 important matches in 3 hours. All right. Well. All right. Yeah, I didn't watch NXT, so I can't rate it.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just saw clips. Gabe was sitting there throwing people around the building.
Yikes.
Like literally, it was like Suplex City Volume 2 on NXT. It was crazy.
Oh man. All right, well, I'm gonna check that out. And then lastly, Dynamite was last night. I didn't see that either. I'm sorry. This week has been kind of crazy.
I didn't either.
You didn't watch Dynamite? Okay.
I didn't watch it either. No.
Wow, this is a first. Oh man. Well, we're sorry, guys. We didn't watch AEW really this week. It's been.
This is what happens on the 4th of July. Right.
Thank you, Knuckles. Yeah, yes. Thank you. Like, I was outside all weekend, so I didn't really get a chance to, you know what I mean? So I didn't get a chance to really, So a lot of people know. Yeah. A lot of people know me and Knuckles, we DJ. Knuckles is also a very serious musician. So, a lot of times we have gigs and stuff like that, especially these holiday weekends. So it's very hard to, watch wrestling when there's like holiday weekends and stuff like that. So it was tough. Ray didn't even watch Dynamite in real time. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we'll be better next week. We'll be better next week.
Yeah, Tuesday NXT, it's 4th of July, and then Wednesday we took all day to recover. So, that's why.
Yeah. So that's gonna do it for Go for the Pin. We're a little bit after 4. Yeah, here East Coast time. So yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Thank you, V. Send us home.
Yeah, we're finished. Everything you know about us is in the description box, whether you're listening and or watching. It's over, it's done, it's a wrap. I'm finished, you're finished, we're finished. Bye.
Guys, also check out Battle Club X on YouTube if you haven't already. Some really, really good stuff there. The season finale is coming up soon, so make sure you guys look out for that. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you guys follow Ray, Ray the Raw on everything. Follow Bon G, follow Will King, follow Mitchell, follow John at one of his aliases. And yeah, I think that's it. Follow my bro Kai, you know, on all his social media. It's very nice seeing him. I haven't seen him in a while. That's the bro for real. It's all love. All right, guys, we're out. We'll see you guys next week for Go for the Pin. Peace.